Hello, welcome to my channel again. I'm here to do my 100 Leetcode challenge, and today we have Leetcode 728 and self-dividing numbers. So a self-dividing number is a number that is divisible by every digit of it contains. So for example, 128 can be divided by 1 and 2 and here and 8. And there you go. So this 128 is a self-dividing numbers. So the input will given a lower and upper number bound. So output a list of every possible self-dividing numbers, including lower and upper bounds. So left is lower bound, including 1, all the way to 22, including 22. So how many numbers in this range? Then we output all the possible number inside the list. And that's it for this question. And we can just code right now. So we can have, so we definitely need the integer list of outputs equal to array list. And also return this output list, right? In this middle, we will have a helper function. Actually, it's we definitely need to loop through from 1 to 22, right? So int I equal to left, and I is less or equal to right, and I plus plus. So we look through every possibility. So if we use the helper function, I is true, then output dot add I. So now we know we will put in the integer I inside the helper function. So if it turns out true, that is self-dividing numbers, then we add that number to the list. So in here, let's build the Boolean helper function that take in int, which is I would say number. So in here we have a number. Okay, I start with this one of the way. So we first make this number into a string. So we break it down into every character and see if this character can be divided by, the number can be divided by this string, character, and we look through everything in this original number. Then we can find out, we look through everything and see no problem, it's true. If anything's wrong between that process, then we return false. We first have a string of string equal to num plus this. So now we have a string of this number. So for character inside that string, we break it down. We break the string down to the chart character array and loop through everything. So we bring every C, which is character, to C. Now we have if C is equal to 0, which means that if the numbers inside this integer have 0, which is impossible to be divided by the original number, so we can't process. If that's the case, we return false. And now we are doing the meat right now, because we have we need to see if number can be can be marked by this current character. So we make that current character become an integer first. Current character C plus this. So C is currently is a character. So after C plus this sign, so the whole thing will become a string. And then we put the string in here, we get the integer of that value. So if num can be divided by this integer, which is 0, then we put that, return true. Actually, we don't return anything. If it cannot be divided by this character, then we return false. So after you loop through the whole array and see no problem, we purely return true after the for loop. That's the right thing to do. Okay, double check. It looks good. Missing one of the parentheses. So yeah, that is this question, and let's submit it and see. So now you see this runtime is 13 millisecond, and only 5% beating out the online submission. Because now we can comment this out. I will show you another thing, even better way to do this. This is the original way we make this integer become string and then loop through the character. And another way is just make a int temp equal to nums, and while temp bigger than 0. For example, we have 100, 1, 2, 3. And then first we mod 10. So we will get the last digit. After you guys get the last digit, we compare to and then do the mod operation with the num and see if they do the same thing. And next, and then we've divided this number, which is 10, by 10. So we cancel it out. So currently we have 1 and 2, 12. And we mod 10 again. So we get 2, and we'll do the operation again. And divide it by 10, and then you get 1, modded 10, and then you get 1 until this number becomes 0. Then you get every single digit in that integer by modify the original temp number. It's the same process in here, but it's a different way. But let's take a look at this. So now temp is bigger than 0, so we need to do something. So in, which is current digits, the last digit, equal to temp dot 10 mod 10, like what we said. After modding 10, and we do the see if current equal to 0. That's the case, the same as here. If it's 0, then it's false. And also num mod current not equal to 0. Then we return false. After that, if it's no problem, and then temp should divide it by 10 for next operation. So you have it in here. So everything looks good. Then we return true at the end. So this is one of the other way for this process. So it looks good too. Let's submit it again. So now you see it only takes 2 milliseconds. It's really small. And also the memory is so much smaller. So you can analyze it. By using this method, we transferred integer become a string that take a little bit memory, and also put this string inside another array as another layer of memory, and then loop through that array. And here keep doing this additional stuff, so it might take a little bit more time and also the memory, just a little bit, but it take up a lot of work for this operation. So you can see it could be almost 10 times different. Just keep that in mind. By learning this, I will keep that in mind. This might be the better way, but I just modify as less as possible for this operation. So that's it for this question. If you have any question, comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.